Hello everyone, this is Miss Sadie from the Frederick County Boys and Girls Club. We are here, I'm here today with my amazing helpers Amir and Wesley, and we're going to do an experiment. So, this is an experiment that some of you have done with me before. It is changing the color of pennies. So first we're going to clean them, and then we're going to turn them like a bluish green. So, if you want, you can do this experiment with me at home. You need to have consent and supervision and permission and all of those things. Or you can just watch and kind of see what happens to the pennies this way. So if you do want to do it with me at home, we have some materials. We don't have a lot that we need today. Our first thing we need is vinegar. Any kind of vinegar, but it will be good, but white vinegar is the best. Our second ingredient is salt. So that also, it can be any kind of salt. We need a paper towel and like some kind of container or plate. And then another little bowl kind of situation. And you need a penny, but the penny has to be from before 1982. So the reason for that is after 1982, they stopped putting a lot of copper in pennies, and copper is really important to this experiment. So it's got to be an old penny. So step one to cleaning our penny is going to be pouring a little bit of salt and a little bit of vinegar, more vinegar than salt, into a bowl. Yes, so Wesley, will you pour this? This is a spoon. We're gonna fill it up like, maybe like halfway. You know what I mean? Yeah. So just fill up half of the spoon. Let me see. A little more. Yeah, that should be all right. So this is how much we have. Woo! I'm gonna put it in the bowl. Then, do you wanna pour?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna pour some vinegar. We're gonna be really careful when we pour. I want you to pour it to like, we'll just pour little bits at a time, and we'll show you how much at the end. Yeah, that's good. A little more. Maybe a little more. Okay, so let's show them. Well, you can kind of see that's about how full. This doesn't matter a ton. The ratios aren't super important as long as there's more vinegar than salt. So I'm going to stir it up with a spoon, and so is Amir. And we're going to stir it until the salt is dissolved. That means that it is until the salt is all gone. Nice. Do you want to turn? Yeah, let's give Wes a turn.
Okay, it's gone.
It's almost gone. That did not take very long at all.
It just has one more.
That's awesome. Okay. All right, so that's perfect. I'm going to show you my penny before.
It's right here.
Put it on this side.
Okay.
This is what our penny looks like before. I don't know how well you can tell. It's pretty dirty. Okay? So we're going to put it in. You're going to drop it in. And then we're just going to kind of wait and watch and see what happens. We can make some, here, sit back a tiny bit, okay? We can make some observations about what's happening. What do you guys think?
Well, I think it looks like it's getting a bit more cleaner than it is each time when you keep on moving.
I'm swirling it a little,
swirling it with your hand in the glass.
Mm-hmm.
But it is cleaning it.
Yeah.
When you're swirling it around, it like the person of the head, it looks like that it's starting to like break apart, and then it's gonna make it like cleaner.
Yeah, the dirt is like breaking apart so you can see the head.
Yeah, and stuff.
That is a really good observation. Do we have a hypothesis? What is a hypothesis? Do you
I
guys
don't know.
A hypothesis is an educated guess. We try to make those a lot at the club in STEM. An educated guess about what is going to happen in an experiment. So what is your educated guess or hypothesis?
My guess, it's going to take longer than we think, so it's going to get cleaned off.
Yeah, it's going to get cleaned off.
A guess, but I feel like it's going to take longer than we think.
That is a good guess. What do you think, Amir?
Nothing.
Nothing. You're just in it for the ride. You want to see what happens? Okay, I'm going to show you guys this, what the penny looks like. Amir, you want to swirl it around? This is what we're working with here. So it's already a lot cleaner than it was before. So the reason that this vinegar and salt is cleaning the penny is because when pennies get old and they get touched a lot, they kind of start to build this residue. It's called copper oxide, forms on the outside of the penny, so it gets protected from becoming damaged. But it makes it look really dirty. So there's a chemical reaction occurring, which is dissolving that copper oxide. So this is what the penny looks like now. Way cleaner. I bet if I left it in for even longer, it would get even cleaner. But we have something very important to do. So we are now going to take the penny out of this liquid, and we're going to put it's okay if it's wet. We're going to put our paper towel down, our folded up paper towel down on a plate, and then just put it on top of the plate. And then we're going to drip. I'm going to do this part just because if we dump a lot, it won't work. I'm going to drip a tiny bit of vinegar on top of the penny, a tiny bit. I could use this spoon if I really wanted. I guess I'll use the spoon to make sure I don't put too much. Woo, that was too much. So good thing I used the spoon. Just going to drip a little bit. Woo. And I can pour the rest in this and put it aside. So I'm going to leave this in a sunny place for like an hour, maybe even more. And then I'm going to come back. So this would be a good time to go outside and play or take a walk or read a book. So we'll be back. So it's been about 2 hours, and this is what our pennies look like now. You can see some blue-green on them and on the paper towel too. So a chemical reaction has occurred. Our once brown pennies are now brown and blue. So the reason for that is that these pennies have copper in them. And when you mix copper and vinegar, it reacts with the oxygen in the air that is all around us, and it creates a compound called malachite, which is the blue-green thing that you see on the penny. So that's also the reason that the Statue of Liberty, which is made of copper, looks more greeny blue. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this video, and I miss you all so much, and I will see you soon.